Welcome back, everyone. Being in this heat is inevitable, especially if you have a four-legged family member, but there are things that you can do to ensure that they're safe and hydrated. I want to welcome back Mark Olson with Dogtopia. Mark, here's also, this is your dog, but if someone at home owns their dog, chances are that they're going to be exposed to these temperatures, but you have some really great tips for us that when I was reading through them, I was like, I need to pay attention a lot more to my little four-legged baby. But you even suggest people need to use sunscreen for their pets.
Yes, ma'am. For the less furry beast out there, you definitely want to try and use a little bit of sunscreen, some children's sunscreen, even putting a little bit on their nose as well.
So does it matter if does their nose, like Felix, my dog, has a little bit of white on there. Do you suggest his on the actual like fur as well?
Just around the nose, yes. It's not going to hurt them at all.
Okay.
As long as they're not sitting there licking their nose up there that high.
Okay.
But yes, ma'am. Using that sunscreen to really protect them and really keeping them out of the heat for the first part. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, on the screen right now, you guys will see some really crucial tips. Never leave a dog in the car.
Never.
Change the time of day that you're going to walk your dog. That is important, right?
Yes.
What do you suggest?
I suggest the morning time, obviously, and then even later at night. Last night at 9 o'clock, it was 99 degrees. So the later you can wait, yes, ma'am. The later you can wait, the better it is, of course.
And that even includes, that's part of changing your routine, right? Like start switching things up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Your dog will appreciate it for sure.
And you also suggest to make sure to cool them down with, of course, water, but is there anything else people can do?
Yeah, stay away from ice water. You want to use temperate water, just the temperature of the, just tap water, so to speak, and bringing them back to that normal temperature. If you use tap water, they get too shivery. It kind of causes a different reaction and can cause some pain as well.
Wow, that's a good thing to remember because you think, okay, let me get them nice and cool immediately. You want to do super ice cold, but lukewarm room temperature water.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You would think ice, but yes, ma'am. Just stick to the temperate water, just temperature water.
Okay, and I know that at Dogtopia, it's a doggy daycare. You see a lot of dogs like Olson, but there are certain dogs that are more at risk for like these summer heat illnesses?
The bulldogs, the boxers, the shih tzus, anyone that has kind of a beautifully caved in face has a harder time breathing, and with the humidity and heat we have, it just makes it that much more difficult for them to get that air that they need.
And what about shoes for dogs? Do you recommend that?
They're cute, they look really good. They look kind of, sometimes they can make a dog look a little foolish, but they are very protective. When it's 106, it is going to be today, as Romo said, you definitely want them to be off that temperature-based concrete, because it's going to be about 150 degrees to them.
So the concrete's even hotter than what we feel on the outside.
And dogs sweat through panting, but they also sweat through their paw pads. So when their paw pads are on that 160-degree heat, they're not able to sweat. And when we don't sweat, we get dehydrated, we get overheated. Next thing you know, we're in the hospital.
Yeah.
So yes, ma'am.
We don't want to do that. And I always have to think, they're also super furry. So
they are.
In addition to just being out in the elements, they have a little bit of a coat that we need to consider as well.
When you go for a walk, put your handkerchief like this or anything wrapped around their neck. You can keep it in the freezer for a little while, keep them cool.
Oh, that's cool.
While you take them on the walk, but they're not overheated at that time, so the coolness right there is not going to make them get shivery or cold like that.
That's a great idea. Also, what do you say to all these tips? You like the tips, huh?
We also have a beautiful opportunity at Dogtopia. We're always 70 degrees inside, so I just wanted to kind of at least promote that and let people know that they do have an option to bring a dog and let them play for 10 hours at Dogtopia.
Sounds great. Well, thank you for all of this, Mark. It was great to see you again.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was so nice to meet you also. You did a great job being a model here on Great Day SA.
TV debut, yes, ma'am.
Yes, well, y'all keep it right here on Ken's 5.